Okay, picture this. You've been grinding for months, maybe even years. You finally hit that big goal and you are bursting to tell someone you care about. But when you do, the reaction is just off. It's quiet, it's weird, and it leaves you feeling kind of hollow and confused. So today, we're going to get into exactly what's going on there. I mean, have you ever felt that? That sinking feeling in your gut when you share something amazing, and instead of a high five, you just get this heavy, awkward silence? You are so not alone, and it's one of the most confusing feelings in the world, and it usually leads to one of a few, let's call them classic, weird reactions. First up, you've got the classic backhanded compliment. Oh yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's that, wow, I'm actually surprised you managed to do that. Whew. It's like a compliment with a little knife hidden inside, right? Just to kind of put you back in your box. Or, how about this one? The sudden crisis. You're literally about to celebrate, maybe pour a glass of something nice, and bam! All of a sudden, they have this huge, urgent problem that you and only you can help with. And just like that, your big moment, totally hijacked by their drama. And of course, we can't forget the joke that, well, it stings a little too much, doesn't it? It's dressed up as humor, but the jab, it's personal, it's sharp, and it's designed to make you feel just a little bit smaller, right in the moment you should be feeling your biggest. Look, if any of this is hitting close to home, if it sounds painfully familiar, well, that's because it is. You've run into this really common, really weird thing that happens the second you start to succeed. And it can honestly make you question yourself, right? And I really need you to listen to this next part because it's probably the most important thing we're going to talk about. Ready? You did nothing wrong. Seriously, that weird vibe, that tension you can cut with a knife, that's not on you. It's not about you at all. You just happen to be the one who triggered something that was already going on inside them. So, okay, what is actually happening here? What is going on? Well, let's get into the main idea that helps us understand all of this. It's called the mirror of envy. And trust me, this concept, it changes everything about how you see these situations. So think about jealousy this way. It's not some judgment about you or your accomplishments. Not at all. It's a mirror. It's just reflecting back the other person's own internal pain. See, your success acts like a spotlight, shining on the very thing they want, but feel like they can never have. And this, right here, is the absolute heart of the matter. Your success, your excellence, that's not the issue. The real issue is that for someone who feels stuck in their own life, your win can feel like a direct personal insult. It's like you're holding up a big, bright sign pointing out all the ways they haven't moved forward. And you can actually see this play out in real time. There's this thing called the win test. It's got two parts. First, when you share your good news, watch their face. Just for a split second, you might catch this flicker of disappointment before they force a smile. And second, notice if they immediately bring up your past. You know, some old mistake or who you used to be. That's them trying to shove you back into a smaller box where they feel more comfortable. But, you know, it gets a little more complicated because not all jealousy is the same. It's not all created equal. And it is so important to know the difference between the two main types because how you handle them, well, it has to be completely different. Okay, so on one side, you've got the scared loved one. This might be a close friend, maybe even a sibling, and they're not mad at you. They're just terrified. Terrified that your success means you're going to leave them behind. Their jealousy is really just fear, and honestly, they deserve a little patience. But then, on the other side, you've got the bitter doubter. Their entire goal is just to pick you apart. Their jealousy isn't deep, it's just noise. And you know what that deserves? Your distance and your silence. Okay, so when you're faced with all this weirdness, what's the natural reaction? Well, for most of us, it's to shrink, right? To try and make everyone else feel comfortable again by playing small. And let me tell you, that is the single biggest mistake you can possibly make. I want you to think about it like this. Picture a candle in a dark room. Does that candle apologize for being bright? No. Does it dim its own flame to make the unlit candles around it feel better? Of course not. It just keeps on burning. Punishing yourself for someone else's insecurity helps absolutely nobody. Not them, and definitely not you. All right, so if playing small is off the table, then what is the answer? How are you supposed to protect your own peace, your own energy, while still chasing your goals? Well, there are two key strategies I want to share with you. First things first, match their energy. If they start pulling back or they get all passive-aggressive on you, you need to stop overgiving. Stop trying to fix the weird tension you didn't even create. Just let there be distance. And second, use all that doubt as fuel. Every single snide comment, every backhanded compliment, just take it and put it in this little mental folder. And label that folder, "Watch me." And then let that be your motivation. And please remember this. The right people for you, the people who are truly in your corner, they don't just clap politely when you win. No way. They cheer. They celebrate your wins like they are their own victories. That's the gold standard. And you shouldn't settle for anything less. So I'm going to leave you with one last question to really chew on. As you keep moving forward, as you keep succeeding and shining brighter, just ask yourself this one thing. Whose comfort are you prioritizing over your own calling? Think about it, because your answer to that question, it's going to tell you everything you need to know.